Valuelessness is the basis of mental illness. Hello friends. Today we are going to talk about the concept of valuelessness. What is valuelessness and how does it arise? Definition of value and valuelessness. Values are a set of principles that humans create to communicate, achieve happiness, and live a sustainable life. These principles are relatively stable and enduring. In contrast, valuelessness means destroying these principles, that is, the person, consciously or unconsciously, destroys the values that lead to success, happiness, and healthy relationships. How valuelessness is formed. Valuelessness usually occurs when a person is under severe pressure. Humans imagine that value principles are permanent and unchangeable, but when they are under severe pressure and these principles collapse, they may also experience a crisis. In such circumstances, the person should try to make their value principles stronger and more stable. Values give a person a sense of security, mental health, and strength. If these values occur in situations where they are lost, the person becomes frustrated, stubborn, and resentful of values, and instead, they destroy more values. The connection between worthlessness and mental illness. Valuelessness forms the basis of mental disorders. A worthless person can act to devalue others to compensate for this situation. This process has two main reasons. 1. Stubbornness and emotional pain. A person who has lost their values may stubbornly and due to experiencing emotional pain, turn to devaluing others. 2. Gaining power through devaluing others. A worthless person, to compensate for his feelings of weakness, humiliates others to take energy from them and gain control over them. Negative impact on others. People exposed to such people are harmed in two ways. Severe mental illness. People who are directly influenced by a first-generation mentally ill person. Mild mental illness. People who are indirectly influenced by these people, but still suffer from their harm. Intrinsic and extrinsic values. Values are divided into two categories. Intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic values: love, friendship, curiosity, helping others, honesty, empathy, freedom, justice, responsibility, and awareness. Extrinsic values: wealth, others, physical beauty, and social status. Those who rely more on external values are more vulnerable and can easily fall prey to mentally ill people. Mentally ill people rely more on external values and use them to deceive healthy people. The cycle of mental illness in generations. 1. First generation. These people consciously use worthlessness and enjoy hurting others. 2. Second generation. These people, who are raised by the first generation, unconsciously follow destructive values and are getting out of this situation. 3. Third generation. The second generation, who is raised by the second generation and is usually less receptive than the second generation. Behavioral styles of different generations. First generation consciously devalues others and enjoys doing so. Second and third generations unconsciously play a greater role in devaluing others, but they are hurt and are looking for a way out of this situation. Methods of devaluing others. Mentally ill people use methods of use to devalue others, including lying and hypocrisy to destroy truth-seeking, cruelty and betrayal to destroy empathy, injustice and cruelty to destroy the sense of justice, irresponsibility and will to destroy the sense of responsibility, Treatment methods for the second and third generations. The second and third generations of the first generation usually reach treatment, but their treatment process is because there is no familiarity with positive values. Because of indifference and delusion to treat these people, we must 1. Conduct them using positive values. 2. Conceptualize them to continue the path, even if they become worried or disappointed. 3. Be patient and, with persistence and support, help them strengthen their inner values. Treatment challenges in families of the mentally ill. Families of the mentally ill usually have a hierarchical structure and are based on force and domination. In this structure, stronger people dominate the weaker ones. Competition among people for dominance. Violence and cruelty are used as tools. This makes the treatment process better because the treated person returns to his unhealthy environment and may be affected again. How can I deal with mental illness? Some may ask why we should not eliminate the first generation of mentally ill people to destroy worthlessness. But the correct solution is to develop positive values, not to use negative methods. Dealing with worthlessness requires 3 important principles. 1. Patience and faith in the right path. 2. The power of inner values, which is strengthened by practicing and continuing to create positive values. 3. Knowledge, which is obtained by knowledge.